On Cricbuzz Comm box, exactly a Nelson needed for the Delhi Capitals to steer it home, but the brakes have firmly been put since Shikhar Dhawan got out after that rollicking start, Shaun.
Yeah, it's a catch-22, isn't it? You have a guy who gets off to such a great start and you just think, well, just let him run with it, just keep going. But in many ways, what you sort of want him to do is go a little bit into his shell for 5 or 10 overs, solidify the great start that's being created, and then take it from there. But it's not the way. It's not the common trend of the modern game. It's once you've in and once you're flying it in 5th or 6th gear, you just keep going. So disappointment for them in charging past that one, but a good job by the two spinners for Rajasthan. Just managed to pull the game back.
Yes, and Riyan Parag, as you can see there on the board, the second youngest in history to get a wicket, still shy of 18 years old, youngest being Mujibur Rahman, picking up that wicket. That too, Shaun Pollock, of an absolutely ranked bad delivery, half tracker.
Well, he'll have to create a bit of a story as the years go on about a great delivery. I just bowled it out, turned, gripped, and he got a top edge and went and caught on the fence. But it wasn't a great one, let's be honest. It was a drag down. It probably should have been deposited onto the bank, but it's picked up a wicket and he's had the catch taken by Ben Stokes. And the thing is, you'll remember it for the rest of his life. You'll remember exactly how the moment felt, and the celebrations could begin.
Yeah, Ben Stokes, let's remind you, is playing as a specialist fielder, so he'll need to take those catches.
Don't be nasty. He might still bowl an important over or two, but yeah, he's a quality fielder. You notice that they often put him in the good fielding positions where the ball's bound to go.
But the key really is going to be Rishabh Pant, because he's the holder of the fastest 50 in the tournament, but he hasn't got a 50 since then.
Yeah, he's important for them today, and Colin Ingram hasn't been in the best of touch. So it's these next two come to the crease left-handers. They can keep mixing things up and trying to create some problems. But one of them is going to have to play a good innings of some substance. I think 40, 50. If they do that, then they've got a real chance. But it's going to go down to the wire. If this one does get won by Delhi, I think it will be in the last over. So I'll be on that couch.
Yes, I know. Do you know the Hindi phrase that says, "Aapke muh mein ghee shakkar"?
Not a clue.
Not a clue. What it does mean is, you mentioned two names, Rishabh Pant and Colin Ingram. Both those people need to get my MPL super team over the line, because I'm 50 points behind and I need to really make up. I have Pant as my captain. I need Colin Ingram because my opponent doesn't have it, so I need that. But let's have a look at the bowling to see what the good thing we mentioned, remember, on MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live was the options he has. Already used 6, can still go to Ben Stokes as well. And I think this has been the real key for Steve Smith to have all these options.
Yeah, it is. The two spinners, as I mentioned, have bowled well. Archer's been good for his 2 overs, 0 for 11, and then you've got the options of those 3 seamers up front. So there's plenty to choose from, and if they keep mixing it up and getting the right bowlers to bowl to the right batsmen, they probably would expect to get over the line. But I'm still thinking there's something coming from Delhi.
There is, and it's already started coming. Couple of boundaries for Pant. For the youngster, he decided to give him one more over because he took that wicket. So I think maybe now he'll have to start thinking Ben Stokes for the second half of the innings at some point.
Definitely. Get that experience in there. He doesn't have to bowl the last over if they're not trusting him. But get him in. He's got some good variations, and also the reputation counts for something, particularly when you're playing against non-international players.
Yeah, well, he doesn't probably want Ben Stokes to do it if he wants to sit on that MPL super couch. I know he's keen to have that. It looks really nice. It's extra comfortable, but only time will tell. We'll wrap it all up on MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live.